morning, lovelies. I have coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. So today's video is going to be a little bit different because I decided I'm going to do a historically inspired series. It's historically inspired because I am not hand sewing. I'll do hand finishing, but I won't do hand sewing. One, my stitches aren't good enough. Just honest truth, they aren't good enough. And I want this to be pretty. So this is my video explaining on what I'm doing. So, coffee first. So, this video is about me creating a historically inspired belle dress. I am going to make a 18th century robe à l'anglaise in yellow velvet. I'm calling it yellow when it's technically modern gold, but there's no actual gold in it, so historically I can't call it cloth of gold or gold cloth or gold velvet because there is no gold in it. So I am calling it a yellow velvet. And last year, if you saw the video, I did a Tudor gown based on what I thought Anne Boleyn would have worn in the 1540s. So I decided that this year I want to do another historically inspired one. And this time I thought 18th century would be kind of fun because I saw some pictures of drawings of historically accurate Belle, and she was wearing cloth of gold, and I have all this velvet left, so I was going, I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do with this project, so I started sketching out things, and finally I hit on the idea that I could do a mashup kind of between her gold ball dress and the red rose, which is kind of pinnacle to the story. So I'm going to make a gold dress. Most of the gown itself is going to be made of the yellow velvet, but I'm going to do the front part and the petticoat in a satin, probably cheap gold polyester satin because I can't afford anything else. But what's really got me excited is the detailing. I'm planning on getting 3-inch wide, really wide satin ribbon, which I'm going to ruffle and maybe smock, kind of like Angela Clayton did with her pink robe à la France. I'll link it down below if I can remember. If not, comment and let me know that I forgot to do that so I can do that. I am kind of forgetful and I don't have a list at the moment. I'm just running off the top of my head. But I want to do ruffling around the edge of the yellow gown, of the velvet gown, and then in the center of that ruffling, which will probably be towards the edge of the actual gown itself, I'm going to hand make some trimming. And what I'm going to do is take 3 different trimmings and braid them together to create a vine-like effect. One is going to be a cheap green leafy trim that looks like olive leaves, or approximately what climbing roses look like. Their leaves anyway. And then I'm going to take a plain leather, brown leather, and a gold leather. And I think that it'll approximate what a climbing vine looks like. And that's going to go up the center, oh, excuse me, by the way. That's going to go up the center of the ruffle at the edge. And then I'm also going to use part of it on the forepart in like a whatever swirling, curling design. And I'm hoping to find some gold lace or something with gold in it for the forepart so I can do the gold satin, then the lace, and then the trimming over that. Now, I'm kind of expecting this to take a couple months, so each video that I do will be about a different part of the dress. The first part probably be the panniers, since I've already completed that. Then I'll do the corset, since that, or stays, as I should say stays, because at this point they were still calling them stays. But I will probably do that one the next, because I have that video half finished and the stays half complete. I just need to get some more, what are they? This is why I need lists. I always forget something. But what I'm using for the boning, oh, cable ties. That's what I'm using. I'm using cable ties for the boning. I need to get 2 more packs of them, I think. And then I also need to do the shift. The shift, I'm going to try and find some like handkerchief weight cotton, something nice and light, so that it won't encumber me, because I'm hoping to wear this for Halloween this year if COVID is relaxing some of the stringencies. So that will be the most of the underlayers. However, I am hoping to do 2 petticoats, one an under petticoat, like underneath the actual panniers, to help with modesty and all that. I'm hoping to do that in a plain cotton, probably a cream or a red. Red at this time was supposed to be health promoting. That dates way back, way back. The other one I'm hoping to do is maybe a quilted petticoat. I'm probably just going to get some pre-quilted material and do that, and fingers crossed it goes well. But I'm hoping to do that for over the panniers, to help not only support the gown itself, but also cover up the lines of the pannier, so that it'll be less obvious that I'm wearing one, because no one likes to see undergarments, right? Then I'm going to do the satin petticoat, which is the skirt part, and then I'm going to alter the pattern that I'm going to get, because it's a big 4 pattern, and it has a zipper up the back, which is not historically accurate or even inspired. So I'm going to take the zipper out, and I'm going to, I've seen it done a couple of times with other people, so I'm going to create a panel underneath the, I'm just going to call it a forward, underneath, oh, the stomacher, that's what it's called. Underneath the stomacher, I'm going to put in a 2 flaps, which will have eyelets in it, so that I can lace myself in and then hook in the stomacher. I'll probably talk more about the different parts as I do them, but I am kind of excited for this project. As I said, I've started some of it. I've got the panniers done. I've got half the corset done. I did both of those by stash busting, actually. I had some quilting cottons left over, and I had some denim left over from another project, and I was able to use those up for this project. Oh, I have a cat visiting. I wonder if she's going to steal my lap. I don't want you to steal my lap right now, cat. I shall switch. There. Now she can't steal my lap. She can steal a leg, but not my lap. What was I saying? Oh, I stash busted my corset, my stays, and my panniers, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to be as economical as possible with the other parts of the dress. I'm really not sure what else to say. I'm really excited about this idea. Belle is kind of a hero of mine. I am into books. She was the only princess who I could really relate to when I was a girl. Well, young girl. I'm still technically a girl because I'm female. But yeah, I'm really excited. I do need to get a whetstone and sharpen my good scissors. Either that or figure out a good replacement for them. If you have suggestions for any supplies, let me know, please. I've watched several videos from other costumers, sewists, etc. with suggestions, but for this particular project, I will take as many suggestions as you have. I love historically inspired things, and I love historically based things. And while they can be expensive, I would love your suggestions, and if I get enough of them, I'll probably do a video like the other people have done. But this one will be the things that have been suggested to me instead of the things I suggest, because well, I've been sewing for maybe 10 years. I've been sewing only for like 10 years. And most of that has been cheap things thrown together that weren't all that great. But, yeah. So that's what I've got for you right now. If you got tips, suggestions, supply suggestions, any of that, let me know, and I'll take it under advisement. I'm saying a lot. I should probably work on that. Thank you for watching.